Okay, so we got the balance patch for Season 8. I haven't seen anything so far. The ground is shaking, rivals. Season 8 is here, and the King of the Monster Kingdom has officially stomped onto the battlefield. When Devil Dinosaur is busy tearing up the front line, our balance team has been hard at work tuning up the rest of the roster. Emma Frost is getting Royal Booster, Diamond Heart defense, and Mr. Fantastic stretching out his damage potential, and Mantis is bringing a whole new pace to the game. So I think what Mantis does actually, they said like a move speed, and I think once you buff the damage, they get a move speed too, which is actually pretty cool. But then the damage goes down, I believe. Well, I guess we'll see. So, Vanguard Deadpool. I have been spamming Deadpool because he's so fun, especially if you can hit your shots. So let's see what's happening. He's been breaking the game engine a little too hard with non-stop gunplay. Okay, reduce the band hammer, healing provided while active from 50 to 25. Wow, they really don't want the gun ult to... I mean, you were still pretty invincible when you used it, so... It was probably needed. Single shot damage from 36 to 34 and from 42 to 39. That should be fine, right? Because that's, what, 2 damage for the standard and 3 damage for the upgraded, but then, like, how much does that affect headshots? If that affects headshots a lot, then that might be a little bit annoying. And if it affects any breakpoints, sure. But I guess we'll have to see how much. It doesn't look too much when you just look at it, but you never know with the headshots, right? So I guess we'll see how that feels in practice. Emma Frost, Away Queen, is getting an upgrade to Diamond Heart survivability. So her fall off now begins at 4 seconds instead of 3 seconds after not hitting an enemy. It'll be easier to keep it up, I guess. Reposition cooldown from 3 seconds. Reduce Mind's Age's reposition cooldown from 3 seconds to 1 second. So her shield, you can reposition her shield a lot quicker. That will be very good quality of life, I feel like, because you want to being able to reposition your shield more will be able to protect you from more angles, I believe. Increased damage reduction gained during diamond form and psionic seduction from 20% to 25. So they're just bringing everything up to 25. That's actually an ultimate ability buff too, because it was 20 as well. The thing we're giving Ben's Rocky exterior buff so he can still get more pressure. He got 50 more health. I thought he was going to get 25, but he got 50. Bro's going to be beefy on the front line. Like, he might be a good dinosaur counter, honestly. That would be a brawl of the century. The Thing and Dinosaur just brawling each other. Okay, so yeah, not really much for Vanguards, I guess. But I guess we get a new one. Iron Fist. Boosting his burst potential, smoothing his combos. Hits now reduce it by 1.2 from 1 second. That might feel pretty good. He'll have his block and stuff a lot more. And then the first strike damage is a little bit more, I guess. Okay, I'm not exactly sure how that will feel, but guess Iron Fist players will have to see. Mr. Fantastic is getting Crown Control is getting a bit too oppressive. We're trading off some of his slow effects for boosting direct damage and overall utility. So his stretch punch damage does more by 5. Okay. Removes the movement speed reduction. So, but then you can use it more. So do you still? I think that means you still boot people. Yeah, I think you still boot people, but you just don't slow them afterwards, which I think is fine, especially if you get the little bit of cooldown. So then you're just hopping between people a lot quicker. Reduce the energy cost of Brainiac Bounce from 34 to 3100. Okay, I guess. People don't like his ultimate very much. Maybe it needs a little bit of a rework, but that'll help, I guess, a little bit. Khonshu demands Swift Vengeance. We're giving him a small mobility tune-up. I think that's fine. His hook, he can use a little tiny bit more mobility with how mobile characters are in this game. Phoenix, Jean is shifting her focus. We're cutting her explosive AoE slightly to make her direct hits feel more lethal. Increase Cosmic Flame's direct hit damage from 50 to 55. Reduce explosion damage when detonating sparks mark from 40 to 35. Without damage buffs, Phoenix can no longer one-shot a 250 hero with a single mark direct tick from her ultimate. However, the increase their primary attack makes her far more threatening in baseline combat. I don't think she needed a compensation. I think you just could have taken away this, do this change without making her direct hit damage go up. Like, I want to know if that really changes. That's gonna, I guess we'll have to see. Like, if she hits her headshots, that might just melt people. I just don't know why she needed a compensation buff, I guess. I'm not really sure. Spidey's wrapping up time. We're giving his ultimate a bit more bite. So damage per single spherical spell field from 13.6 to 15. 408 to 450. That's probably fine. Like, Spider-Man's still freaking annoying with this. But even his ult, like, it's not as bad as people think it is. Because all you're supposed to trying to do is get out stuff for the most part. And you can get people CC'd if you do it right, and you can kill them, so it's just very, like, good utility for a character like Spider-Man, so damage is, I guess. Squirrel Girl, Doreen is now slightly faster. Reduce the cooldown of Mammal Bomb from 15 to 12. I don't think that matters whatsoever. That's like the most pointless thing ever. I mean, it's needed, but why? Okay, Star-Lord, increased ammo capacity. So they're making his guns not have to reload as much. I guess kind of a quality of life, but, like, is it really needed? I feel like reloading is, like, part of his thing, because, like, you can just flip to reload anyways. Logan's healing factor is kicking into overdrive. He'll be able to bounce back into the fray faster. Reduce a trigger cooldown from 105 to 90. They're giving him his second life quicker. And the crazy thing about this is every time you get a KO, it takes however many seconds off. I can't remember exactly. It was like 6 or something. Or even like up to 10. I can't even remember. But you have to, every time you get a kill, you get like a certain amount of seconds off of this. A KO, not even a kill or a final hit or anything. Just a KO. You get some seconds off, so going from 105 to 90, that's 15 seconds. That's kind of crazy. Like, a good wolf. I don't like that. I don't like that change at all. Sue's losing a bit of her knockback and damage to help the balance overall. Whatever. Reduce force physics push distance from 12 meters to 10 meters and damage from 55 to 50. Isn't the push, I'm force physics, so it doesn't push you as far, I guess. It still has the 35 meter range, but I guess it doesn't push you. It pushes you 10 meters instead of 12 meters and does 5 less damage. I really don't think that changes anything. They should have made her push and pull only work from, like, inside 20 meters. I think that's what really changes everything, because I don't know what that's gonna change. It's like, oh, I only got pulled or pushed 10 meters instead of 12 meters. Maybe I just don't really understand. Meanwhile, she's still gonna be freaking heal-botting people's feet to keep them up by herself. Loki, leaning more into support. His illusions will heal more reliable, but deal a little less damage. Increase illusion healing ratio. So he does, the healing is back up, and then the damage goes down a little bit. Did he really need, like, these are the weird compensation buffs where it's like, did Loki really need the compensation buff to get his damage a little bit less? I'm just not really sure. And then they made his ultimate go up a little bit, whatever. Mantis is getting a tactical shift. She's trading some of her damage boosting power for a brand new baseline speed buff. Reduce allied inspiration damage boost from 12 to 8. I think that's fine. Now provides a flat 100 movement speed boost. With Ultron now having access to conventional damage buff capabilities, Mantis needs to carve out a more unique functional niche. Yeah, but you play Ultron and Mantis together, so you're just gonna run a rush comp. By adding a movement speed buff, Mantis can better aid her team with positioning and kiting. I guess, yeah, she can kite and stuff better. I don't mind it. It's just that you play Mantis with Ultron, so I guess the damage boost is going to be a little worse, but a faster Ultron might not be the most fun. Rocket Raccoon. Rocket is upgrading his arsenal. He'll be putting out more damage, tossing on more heals, and dropping his ultimate faster. Increase bombard mode hit damage per projectile from 16 to 17. Increase repair mode charges from 8 to 10. Also, so he doesn't have to reload as much. I think that's good because he has to reload. His ammo doesn't share between gun and balls that he shoots out of his gun. So, well, while he's shooting his balls that heal people, he can shoot his gun in between, but then if you have to reload, you're just kind of screwed. So I think that's good. Reduce the energy cost a little bit. I think overall that's fine for the most part. Increase healing amount provided by the surrounding aura during Fox Form Awakening from 25 to 35. Reduce the burst healing generated by each successful attack from 35 to 25. Reserve that White Fox healing output in Fox Form Awakening. State was too high when continuously attacking enemy. It was too low when unable. Okay. Increase blessed by 9 healing to allies. 40 to 60. I don't know if they really need to do that with her because, oh wait, blessed by the 9. Oh, that is the, I think that's the right click when you're in your alt. So whatever, I guess. So they saw the Iron Fist video with her, I guess, and they decided to make her passive healing less or more. And then the burst when you attack, when you successfully attack from 35 to 25. It just allowed more passive healing instead of actually like needing to hit your target, which I feel like you should be able to do to get all the healing. I guess. I don't know. I don't think they need to do that change. Team up abilities. Increase Iced Out Diamond spell field. Iced Out Diamond spell field from 9 meters to 12 meters. Random team up buff for Emma Frost. And then Primal Punishment. So Dinosaur gets 100 bonus health and he gets the stuff. Kind of a nothing patch. Like it's not even that like long. I get Deadpool, I get Emma, I like the Vanguard ones overall. Iron Fist might feel pretty oppressive with the good ones. Mr. Fantastic is fine, and Moon Knight's fine. I don't get the Phoenix one. I do not get the Phoenix one at all. I'm not... Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl, whatever. Like, there's just a lot of stuff where it's like, do we really need this? Like, was this really the best change that we could have made for Invisible Woman? I just think there's other things that we could do. And then, like, these weird compensation buffs, I don't think we really needed. Like, Loki's in a fine place if they took away like the damage ratio from his clones. And Wolverine's in a normal place right now without taking or making him give it his second life. Like, he just gets get out of jail free card more often, which I don't know if that's a good thing to have in the game. But overall, I guess we'll see. I'm just excited for the dinosaur, really, so that's all I care about. Okay.